Ooh, I'm so nervous doing this. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm like, got a little anxiety, but it's okay. We're gonna get through this. Okay. How are you guys doing? My name is Zeus. Um, I'm 28 years old. You probably don't know me, and that's okay. I'm an actor model. I live here in New York City. I live in Brooklyn to be exact. And I wanted to tell you the story of how I was scammed. And it's just like, the reason I wanted to share it is because last night I was mugged and I still can't really believe it. I'm still a little shaken about it, but at the same time, I got my life. I'm okay. But yeah, I was scammed. So let's start this story back in 2024, okay, January to be exact. I lived in Brooklyn, New York. I lived in Crown Heights, Franklin Avenue, and I just wanted to change. I had a little money. Um, I feel like this is the start of me doing some stupid shit. I bought a car. I live in New York. Why did I buy a car? Bought a car, I wanted to leave my room that I had that was reasonably priced and go to Pennsylvania with my sister. She had a house in the Poconos. And just like the great Kaylani album, it was good until it wasn't. Okay. I had a plan to go out to LA, to pursue my acting career over there, live probably like the next couple years over there. I was messaging friends. I was getting nannying jobs like lined up because I nannied here in New York. I was ready to go. But to be honest, my sister, love her down, she was struggling a little bit and I was trying to help her. And you really can't help other people when you're in the process of helping yourself, especially when you're figuring life out. Um, but like that guilt was eating me up. So I wasn't handling my money correctly. I wasn't paying my car note. I wasn't working like super hard. I was trying to do social media. So like I was really thinking that I can do social media and I can figure this out and blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, I was dealing with trauma. I was dealing with leaving therapy and trying to figure shit out on my own. Um, I had a mental breakdown about like a year before that. So I was still healing, wasn't thinking correctly. I remember I left to Florida. I came back 3 days later. I was borrowing money, asking people for money. It was just wasn't good. And I wasn't even quite allocating it correctly. I was making sure everybody else was good before myself. Because I'm thinking, like, yeah, if I help others, it's going to come back. Sometimes it's true, but sometimes you got to be a little realistic and worry about yourself. Anyways, so when I came back from Florida, I was helping my sister leave her house, put her shit in storage, and then move into a hotel. I'm helping her move into the hotel. Remember, I haven't been paying my car note, and I've been running. Child, the first day I move my sister's stuff into the hotel room, I'm sleeping on the floor in an air mattress. I wake up the next morning, my car is gone. I am in the middle of Pennsylvania, Wilkes-Barre to be exact. No car, no plan, no money, no nothing. Ooh, let me tell you, if I wasn't already upset enough in life, that really got me. So, and in this car, I had all of my shit, like everything in there. So, anyways, I ended up living in this Red Roof Inn motel with my sister and my niece and myself and two dogs from August all the way till January. And it was hell, but at the same time, I was helping my sister, I was helping my niece, I was making sure everybody was eating. I was getting my shit together because I ended up finding a job at Miracuya. But it was still hell because I was sleeping on an air mattress on the floor. Like, it was a lot. Anyway, so by December, I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I need to do something. I was saving up money. I had about like 4,000 saved. I was like, I need to go. I need to go. So I'm traveling back and forth to New York, back and forth to New York, back and forth to New York. And it was January 4th at this point. I'm like starting to give up a little bit. I'm telling my friend that I'm about to just travel. I'm about to say fuck it and just go somewhere crazy and spend the money there and just figure it out, you know? She was like, no, just wait. Wait a little bit, stay here, and like leave back to Pennsylvania in the morning. Cool. I am looking on Facebook. I'm looking on Facebook. I come across this post. Ding, ding, ding. And all she asked, wait, because I want to read it. And then all she asked is beautiful, spacious apartment in Crown Heights. That's not even spelled correctly. I'm looking for a roommate, someone who cleans up after themselves and pay their rent on time. Pretty simple. That should have been a red flag right there. Okay. So I go see the room, beautiful room. She's telling me all about it, how she's like Airbnb-ing it, but she wants somebody like up to like 6 months to a year. She barely stays there. Mind you, she never stood there. So I had this whole apartment by myself. I pay her 1,400. Originally it was 1,300, but she's like, yeah, it's just me. I own this apartment, so if you want to pay a little extra, since it's like basically your own space, you can. Out of my generosity, I give her an extra $100. So it's 1,400 plus $500 deposit. I get the keys. This girl, who her name says Tommy Moore, she would take me out for my birthday, which was February 1st. She would come over, come bring her friends, bring drinks, give me, man, you know, and constantly she would tell me in like the text, and let me know if you guys want to see all that. I'll do a part two. I'll show you all the proof. Hold on, the train is passing by. Train is gone. I can show you all the proof. Text messages, everything. I'm trying to keep this under 10 minutes. Um, so she's trying to be really, really nice. March comes around and I go back into the apartment and there's no lights, like no electricity. And I see on the note, it says a completely different name. I want to tell you the name, but it's a completely different name. And I'm like, who the F is this? And why is there no light? So I'm calling. I'm like, there's no light here. It says you didn't pay. What the heck? She's like saying like, yeah, can you like give me like $500? Mind you, there was another girl who was staying there at the time who she rented it out to. So she's like, can you give me 500? I'm like, absolutely not. Like, I'm not gonna pay. Were you not allocating the money correctly? She says no. Mind you guys, I have this in voice memo, in voice recording. I recorded the whole conversation. Like, um, okay, that happened. The lights come back on after I contact the lawyer. Then, literally, I might have to make a part two. Her niece kept sleeping over there. Her niece kept sleeping over. Mind you, she's never slept over, but her niece has. And I get a call from her niece saying, hey, you need to come run home. The marshals are here. They're changing the locks. They're not letting you take your stuff. Like, you have to come right now. And I'm at work. I run home and the marshals are there. She owed $55,000. She was in court for 2 years and was renting this out for the past 2 years as like an Airbnb or month to month or whatever, however she can get money. Mind you, she wasn't paying $55,000. Come back for part two.